Hello everybody! It's a beautiful day out here in the woods, so I would like to use this opportunity to tell you about my little side project INDIPOTPOT, an independent self-watering bonsai pot. As some of you might know, I have a small collection of bonsai trees, so I've been thinking about ways of reducing the needed maintenance and increasing the living conditions of the trees. Generally speaking, it's best to keep bonsai in well-draining substrate, but well-draining also means more frequent demand for fresh water. Even daily watering is not uncommon in bonsai care. And as I wanted to repot my favorite tree anyways, I thought why not come up with a cool concept for an automated, pump-driven and closed water cycle bonsai pot system. Just to present to you what I came up with, I've taken some clips along the way and prepared a little video for you. Ready? Let's go! Alright, so let's take a look at the used materials, the construction process, the repotting and some details. The INDIPOTPOT is fully made of easily accessible parts and only requires the use of common tools. Basically, you need a big pot and a fitting lid. I have found these in our local garden center. The bonsai pot is made of this flat container, which is just the right size. Also, I've used a strong pump to move the water and a thickened clear hose and another smaller one. And this is where the magic happens, a drip hose. Brass always looks really nice, so I got this outlet and the fitting 90-degree angle. And as I want to keep the whole system as uncontaminated as possible, I have used food-safe aquarium silicone. The only needed power tool is a drill and a fitting step drill bit. Okay, that's it for the materials. Now we can start construction. So here you can see me connecting the two hoses with silicone. There are adapters for that, but I didn't have any on hand, so this method worked out just fine. Next step is to drill the hole for the water outlet. To prevent it from leaking, I have used a lot of silicone and screwed it in place really tightly. Then the 90-degree angle is screwed onto the outlet. Here you can see me drilling lots of holes into the lid. The more holes the better. Also, the bonsai pot itself is heavily drilled. That way we can make sure that the water can easily drain. This is important to keep the roots from constantly sitting in wet substrate. Some more drilling action. The top lid did not sit 100% flush, so I quickly added 3 bolts to make it more stable. Now the upright clear tube is channeled through the hole and we can make a first test fitting. I used a cable tie just to keep everything in place. Then the clear hose can be cut to the right length and be plugged onto the brass angle. In the inside of the pot I installed another hose to connect the pump. This specific pump moves about 2000 liters of water per hour, so it's pretty powerful, but we also need quite some water pressure for the drip hose to work properly. Now the container can be filled with up to 45 liters of water. Ready for some drip hose action? Here we go. On to the next chapter, repotting. Here we have my favorite tree. This European hornbeam was collected by myself 2 years ago, and a bonsai that was collected from the wild is called Yamadori. And this slender upright style of bonsai is called literati. So this is a literati Yamadori. First, the excess substrate is removed to prepare the root ball for the shallow bonsai pot. When I collected the tree, I also brought a bag full of substrate with me, so the tree is still sitting in the exact same soil that it was found in the forest. Over the last 2 years, the tree has established really well and formed a nice dense net of fine feeder roots. To prevent the tree from tipping over, I added some wires through the holes of the bonsai pot. A slim layer of gravel or grit is used to increase the drainage. It is evenly spread out, and then the tree is set on top and locked in place. Alright, so this is the moment I have been waiting for quite some time. The upper part of the tree is chopped off to get one step closer to the final literati design. That way, basically half the tree was cut off. Also, the fresh shoots are cut off, as I want to go for a clean and branchless trunk on this tree. So then the system was ready for a test run. And I was really happy to see that the soft water flow of the drip hose does not flush away the substrate. So at this point I knew the system will work out just fine. Covering the soil with moss does not only look good, but it also keeps it from drying out too quickly. So I took some patches of moss from the garden and placed it on top. The huge benefit of this setup is that you can easily keep an eye on the water level in the storage at any time. Also, the 45-liter water storage will only need to be refilled every other week or even month. So here we have a freestanding independent setup that only requires one single power cord. And it is automated by a simple timer, so you don't really have to worry about it at all. Currently I'm doing 2 water pump cycles per day. Alright, so this is my invention, INDIPOTPOT. Let's end the video with some pictures of my lovely hornbeam. To everybody who is interested in the development of the pot, the tree or myself, consider subscribing. Thank you very much.